Hi, everybody. This is Corey. I'm here with Obi. This is AI for Africa for the youth. And today we're going to do a tutorial. Obi, what are we going to teach them today?
Let's talk about music. How to make music with AI. That will be perfect. Something
I
fun.
love, I love that. And although I'm a musician myself, I play many instruments. I've been a singer, songwriter, producer for at least 30 years. And I love music and I love music by humans. But I'm going to be honest, some of this new AI music is almost at least as good. Some of it is so good and
Yeah.
it's so easy to use and it's so free. And I know some of the best music in the world comes from Africa, even now, whether it's, you know, Kid, Burna Boy, whoever it
Yeah.
might be, but even throughout the generations, some of the best music comes from Africa. And because I know who's watching this video, it's the youth in Africa, the most creative, the smartest youth. I know they have some amazing ideas. So the one thing to keep in mind right now when you're making AI music is you have some range with your creativity, but only to a degree. The AI is going to take what you tell it and it's going to decide what it wants to do with it. But with that said, you can make some really good music, and people are actually, selling their music, making channels, licensing their music, using the AI music that they generate to then make their own versions, themselves and using auto tune. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do with these tools. Today, I'm going to feature two of them. One is called Suno, and one of them is called Udio, and they're both free. And I use them on my phone, so we'll jump right into it. Obi, while I go through the tutorial, I'm going to be asking you for some inputs as far as the kind of music, maybe some lyrics and things like that. So we'll make this a little bit interactive. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna share my screen. I think I'll start with Suno, and then we'll move into Udio, and they're both very similar. Obi, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can now.
Great. Okay, so we're gonna come right here, and we'll go into Suno. And I will show everyone that this is the website. There also is an app. So you'll see right here on the bottom right in my AI file is a Suno app as well. But I'll just show everyone on the website. So when you come to the website, you'll see that they have creations that other people have made. It generates artwork along with your songs, which is cool. It has different categories. So it really is similar even to like a Spotify. You can come here and listen to a lot of other people's music that they generated as well. And then you'll see my liked songs. Some of these are songs that I've generated as well. It's definitely trying to push me to the app. You see that at the top where it says open. But so from here, I'll bring us to the home. You see on the bottom next to home, you have create,
Yeah.
library, and explore. Library is your own music, or in this case, it's my music, and explore is other people's music. And you see the round icon with the music sign in it. You can click that to create a song, or you can go to create at the bottom. I'll click create, and you'll see at the top it says custom upload audio, and then the different versions. 3.5 is the newest and best, so I recommend that, but you can toggle. You can see between 3 and 2.
Mm.
So the vintage model, where you can only go up to a minute and a half, and then the second version that you can do 2 minutes. Now you can do up to 4 minute songs. You can toggle right underneath that if you just want it to be an instrumental. Maybe you want original music that you can sing to or rap to. And the law, at least in the United States, is that you own the copyrights to the music that you generate. So it is pretty cool. The upload audio is also interesting. You can record yourself like humming or beatboxing or singing, and you can turn that into a song as well. So you can really get some of your own, uniqueness into this music. And then
Mm.
we can toggle from custom or not. So if I toggle to custom, it's going to let me put my own lyrics. If I'm not in custom, it's going to have me describe a song, right? And it'll give us ideas down below. So I'm going to go to custom, and it's going to ask for lyrics, and then it's going to say style of music and a title. So let's see. For the style of music for this one, maybe this will be, well, here, before I try that, Obi, what style of music do you want to try to create? It can be anything.
Do we do um an anthem for AI for Africa.
Yeah, so I love that. And I think the one thing I have noticed is it doesn't know the style Amapiano yet. I've been trying to make Amapiano music.
Yeah.
It cannot that. But so we'll do it kind of in a world music style. Right. So we'll tell that like world music style inspired by Afro beats,
Yeah.
dance hall, and pop anthems. Do you think there should be male vocals, female vocals, or both?
Both.
All right.
Everyone.
Both.
Let's cover for everyone.
Yeah. And male vocals, we'll say very sing-songy and catchy. Oh, we will see that it only lets you do 120 characters. So I'm going to change these ands to the and sign, and that gives me a few more. So now I can say catchy. All right, so we've given it the style of music. One difference that you'll see when we move to Udio is that you can give a much longer description, but here you can only give 120 characters. And now for the lyrics, I could say surprise me, or we could write our own. Again, it can generate them for you. I'm a lyricist, so I'll just quickly come up with something. And we want it to be an anthem for AI for Africa. So we're going to say,
you are the voice of the future.
Future. And you'll see what I did there. Instead of saying AI is one word, I did A and then I. Sometimes it helps it pronounce it better.
Okay.
So we'll say can, the voice of the future, AI for Africa, here to future, to here through computers, right? Because that rhymes with future. So now we'll say the youth are so we already said future, so this time we'll say the youth are our hope, our promise, our potential. AI for Africa,
leading us to new heights.
What was that?
It's leading us to new heights.
Amazing. So leading us to new heights. What's a popular bird in Africa?
Is it in English or in African name?
Let's do the African name.
How do I go? UGO. It's called Ego. Ego is UGO. Ego. Yeah, Ego. Yes. UGO.
EGO?
Yeah, UGO.
UGO.
Umbrella.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. We fly like a ego.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. AI for Africa and for all the people. Okay, cool. So we've got two little verses. Suno does like it when you have less words than more words. We're going to title this one AI for Africa. And I'm going to hit create. And you'll see it's going to create it really quickly, and it creates two versions every time. And it's going to give us cover art for the song. So it's really cool. We have our own original art. We're going to have our own original music. Let's take a quick listen. I'm going to pull you on the screen in here. We'll give the first one a go.
African, the voice of the future. For Africa here through computers. The youth are our hope, our promise, our potential. For Africa, these teachings are essential. Leading us to new heights. We fly like a Yugo. AI for Africa, and for all the people.
Wow.
You like it?
Yeah.
All right, and let's try this. We'll try the second version. Here's
I
the
like the
second.
upbeat.
I do too. And look at the beautiful logo it made with the
Yeah.
continents and the birds.
Africa can, the voice of the future. AI for Africa, here through computers. The youth are our hope, our promise, our potential. AI for Africa, these teachings are essential. Leading us to new heights, we fly like the Yugo. AI for Africa, and for all the people.
So
Wow.
you'll see they're two very different styles.
Yeah.
And right, so what it likes is when you kind of thumbs up and thumbs down them. So I'll say I like the first one. I didn't like the second one so well. Now it knows that we didn't like it so much. We can come in and we can edit it. So if I come here, there's only limited editing on this one though. So we can extend it. It says edit details. We can add it to a playlist. We can regenerate a video, or we can reuse the prompts. If I come back here, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to be using both of these to put it into Udio so we can hear how it sounds different. So I'm going to leave that open and I'm going to open up Udio. And I'm not going to say I like one platform better than the other because I really love both of them. I really and truly do. With that said, they're both better for different things. And so, and lately I am using Udio a little bit more, but I say that to say I used to use Suno all the time and I still love them both. But so we come here and we see something similar, right? We see, and I will point out to the people watching this, I'm logged into both of them. You'll see my initials in the top corner. So you'll want to log in to use these, but it is free. And so again, you see like Mike Songs playlist following libraries, real similar to the other one, staff picks, so you can listen to other people's songs. It's also giving us like these, top categories and things like that. You'll notice right away that the graphics look a little bit more realistic. And just like on the other one on Suno, at the bottom it had the options, home, library, create. Here we have that as well. So I'm going to come here. Again, we'll see. It does take credits to do it, but you get a lot of them and it regenerates. So at the top, in the bottom right now, it says model, where we can do 32. That gives a 32-second clip. Or this 130, it takes twice as many credits, but it can do a longer clip. We're going to do that. And you see it kind of defaults to custom. But if you want to write your own lyrics, then you do click custom there. And it says describe your song to generate lyrics or write your own. So we're going to use them from this one. So here's the style of music. We're going to copy and paste this, although since Suno is so limited and it only gives us 120 characters, we're going to use that same one. So I'm going to come back over to Udio, and here in the description, I'm going to put that too, to keep it kind of fair and the same. But at the same time, since it lets us do so many more descriptions, now I'm going to say, and by the way, on Suno, it kind of just sounded like male vocals. On this one, I'm going to say female vocals should emulate. Who's a famous female singer in Africa right now?
I'm thinking of Nigeria. Tiwa Savage. Tiwa.
Yeah.
Savage. Yes.
Yeah, we actually like so female vocals should emulate Tia Savage, and male vocals should emulate, we'll say, Burna Boy.
Burna Boy, yeah.
Right. And we're gonna say on this one, like some hand drum and deep bass drops. This will be an anthem for AI for Africa. Okay, so now we're going to go and we're going to grab the same lyrics as well from Suno, just to keep it all kind of equal. And I will note we're doing this kind of quickly, so Those lyrics are not the best, and it was kind of struggling with making them rhyme and sound perfect on Suno. So, that's just something to note as we make this here on Udio. But we're gonna give it just the same lyrics. I would probably actually take the time to make some better lyrics if we have a little bit longer. But in this case, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the same lyrics so we can compare the two. All right, so we're all set. We gave it the style. We chose to make it a little longer. Again, you see we could choose instrumental if we wanted, or it could generate lyrics for us if we wanted, but we're going to use our own, and I'm just going to hit create. And so now it's going to be creating. You'll see here under creations, these two are in purple.
Yeah.
Those are the two it's creating.
Okay.
And if I come into my library here on the bottom right, you'll see I have my other songs underneath it.
Yeah.
And it's creating those. So I guess real quick, we can hear, we can listen to one of my other songs while that's generating. So here's one. This is a entertainment. Let's see.
You gather wisdom from tech and disruption. My reach spans across the globe, no interruption. So I kept evolving.
I like this one. Why?
Yo, started in the digital streets. Corey connects with ideas.
Very nice.
Sharing features, fleet.
Yeah.
Building bridges where others retreat. Huh. Back in the days, laying ground in the crowd. Now we're speaking out loud. We're the architects of tomorrow's creation, building with care. Blend the conversation. Huh.
All right, I could listen to that all day, but let's see if our generator.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Right, I love it. I really do. Some of the songs that I've made on both Suno and Udio are honestly some of my favorite songs I've ever heard, and I've been a music head my whole life. So we do see that these now have names and the beginnings of their cover art, and you'll see after we generate these that they're actually even more editable than on Suno. So we can change a lot of things from these. But
Okay.
One of the things I will point out is that this one, just like Suno, does give you two versions, not just one version, which I think is super dope. They're always different, and almost always one of them is going to be way better than the other, but at least they give you that option rather than just giving you one and saying like, here, I hope you like it. So, okay, here we are. Let's check out the first one. This is the same, description of music and the same lyric. So let's go. All right, let's see. In order to play it, we should just be able to click it. Okay. Oh, you see right there that we can edit the image, so that's cool just by clicking on it. But what's not cool is we're trying to play. Okay, here I got it. Maybe right there.
Maybe it's loading or something.
Okay, right here where we have the pause button, that should play. Okay, here we go. Let's. Well, maybe they're having some. Here.
Africa come, the voice of future. AI for Africa, here through computers. The youth are our hope, our promise, our potential. AI for Africa, its teachings are essential. Africa come, the voice of future. AI for Africa, here through computers.
I guess before I let's listen. I'll fast forward it a little bit and see if maybe it gets a little better. But so
Africa can,
maybe I give it to
the voice of the future.
Let's see. Let's check out this other one and see if the other one's a little better though.
Africa, the voice of the future. AI for Africa, here through computers. Africa, the voice of the future.
This is Mama Africa.
AI for Africa, here through computers. In the sea.
Yeah, you far out.
our promise, our potential. AI for Africa, these teachings are essential, leading us to
Okay,
new
so
heights.
what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take away some of the other stuff and just give it the same ones that I gave the first one. So we're gonna take away the Tio Savage and Burna Boy.
Yeah.
Although that definitely did not sound like Burna Boy. It is actually here. Instead of doing that, we'll finish off the tutorial in a slightly different way. I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna show you something that's a little crazy. So if we come here and hit reset all, it should just make it all blank again. And
Okay.
when you tell it to sound like a certain artist that sings or something like that, usually that can actually confuse it. So that might have been what happened. Those were obviously not very good. But when you want it to sound like a producer or a DJ, usually it actually does a really good job. And we'll be quicker with this one. We'll do the 32-second clip and we'll have it generate its own lyrics. But who is a famous producer or DJ in Africa right now?
What's her name again?
Is Guilty Vibes one?
Yeah. What's her name? I can't remember. The video is produced as well. He produced some people. The video. You know David with O at the end.
Yeah. Oh, but the only problem with Davido is that he also sings.
Sing.
We
Yes.
just want a producer or a DJ that doesn't use their own voice.
Okay. What's her name again? I can't remember her name. Just escaped me now.
Well, here, so we'll do an extra little tutorial. So we'll just hop in here to the AI. We'll go to Perplexity, and we'll say who is a top producer in Africa right now with a very unique sound. Right, we want a very unique sound. So let's see who it comes up with. Do you know Major Six?
Major Six, no.
Magic Six. Let's see.
I'm thinking of somebody.
Do you know Blaze Beats?
Blaze, yes. I think I know him.
No, let's not go with who else. Let's not go with him if you're not sure.
What I'm thinking of someone's name. I can't remember. Oh.
You got P Prime, Andre Vibes, Blaze Beats.
Maybe we'll go for Blaze.
What's that?
Blaze Beats.
Okay, so we'll go for Blaze Beats. Right, so I think it sounds like Blaze Beats produced it. Okay, so we're just telling this one, right? And so we're telling it a banger that sounds like Blaze Beats produced it. And we're gonna have it generate its own lyrics, and it's going to be short. So it should generate this one really quickly. So it says generating your tracks. Let's go to library, we'll see. So it's generating these. So with this one, literally all we did was tell it to sound like Blaze Beats produced it. We didn't give it any other description. We didn't give it any lyrics. It's generating its own lyrics, and let's see what it comes up with. So it's naming it City of Night and Rising Flames. And even though the two that we just heard weren't that good, that it generated the Voices of Tomorrow. At least this way, people that are watching this can go on and play with it themselves and see, you know, what they can come up with. Exactly. And by the way, let Africa know on your favorite songs and send them over so we can hear them as well. Maybe we'll feature some of them. So I know this one said it's supposed to be much quicker. So there we are. Boom. Let's take a look at City of Night. And you tell me if it sounds like Blaze Beats. Looks like it might be taking a second to load. City. Let's see. Let's try writing. Might be almost such a mess, but we'll give it a try. It is having a lag as well, so it's
Yeah.
see me trying to open it. It's not. Well, so far I must say, Suno, unless this one is
Lazy seem like a fire queen. Understand breaking dreams, causing scenes. Blending with that bling bling. Taking over with a new regime. Stacking racks, needles flat. Rising high, moving back to back. Popping tags on inside the backs. In the zone, never looking back.